Hello friend and welcome back to Betta Days. Today I have a very interesting, fun, and exciting topic, and I cannot wait to share it with you. First, I do want to give a shout out to a very special friend named Lily. She has been tuning in and she recently shared that she has been watching these videos every week when she performs a water change on her Betta's tank. So Lily, if you're watching this, thank you for your support. I hope that you find this interesting. I really did think of you when I was making this because I thought I would like to listen to a commentary on this while I was changing my Betta tank. So I hope that you enjoy it too. And anybody else who is watching this, I hope you get a kick out of this because I certainly did. I guess we should start at the beginning with a company called Aqueon. You may have heard of Aqueon. They are probably one of the most popular fish supply companies in the US and possibly elsewhere. All I know is that you could walk into any PetSmart, any Petco, and you could find a whole aisle of Aqueon products. They're very, very popular. You can find them just about anywhere, but you will definitely find them at your local Petco and PetSmart. That's why I'm almost 100% sure you've probably heard of Aqueon, but if not, they are a company and they make Betta keeping products. I mean, they have all kinds of stuff. You can go to the Petco website and you can see that they have tanks, they have ammonia test kits, they have the food. I mean, they have goldfish food, they have Betta food, they have, you name it, they probably made it. This company has a lot of products, and unfortunately, like a lot of other companies who have been around for a while, they did create some pretty harmful products, more specifically Betta tanks, if you can even call them that. They do have some bigger tanks. They do sell 10 gallon, 15 gallon, 20 gallons, but unfortunately for a very, very long time, they have had some very small looking tanks that were just completely unacceptable, and honestly the whole fish keeping community has been going against it pretty hard, but nobody has been going at it quite as hard as Betta World for Bettas. This woman who runs the account is absolutely incredible. I really admire her. She is primarily on Instagram from what I can tell. I believe she's also on YouTube and possibly has a blog because I have seen some articles and I found one that I am going to be reading off to you. But this person has been going at it. I don't know how long, but the account is full of videos advocating for proper Betta care and proper Betta treatment. There are a lot of videos that are showcasing harmful products and making people aware of these things so that they don't buy them. Just a lot of stuff. I highly recommend you go and check out this account because it is absolutely amazing. Betta World for Bettas on May 6, 2023 created a petition to have these products completely done away with. The petition was created on change.org and the title was Aqueon Stop Making Under 1 Gallon Betta Fish Tanks. As you notice, it says victory right here on the button. It says victory and there were 966 supporters. So it's been going on for a little while, but we gained the victory. Now, how did I figure this out? Because honestly, I am not online that much. I was actually scrolling my Instagram feed just kind of nonchalantly. I wasn't planning on being on there for long, but I happened to see a post that Betta World for Bettas made on their Instagram page, and I could not look away. I was so excited. Let me show you that post. Aqueon Kit's case number, and this shows their inbox. So it looks like an email that was sent from Aqueon or the company or a representative, I'm not sure. But it says, hello Ariel, thanks for reaching out. Yes, these listed products have been discontinued and are no longer available. Betta Princess Kit, Betta Castle Kit, Betta Falls Kit, Betta Puzzle Kit, and the Betta Bowl Kit. Which I do have a couple pictures of the main ones that were listed here. And I do not know how long they were listed, but they were up and for sale for a very long time. A lot of people were buying them. I even remember seeing some YouTube videos by some pretty popular people who had a pretty large following where they would just go and they would just make a video where they would just go and pick up a Betta and they would pick up one of these tanks. I specifically remember somebody creating one using the Betta Falls, which is probably one of the worst tanks I've ever seen. But anyway, so that's the post, and here is the Betta World for Bettas description of that post. Amazing news. Keep in mind, this was posted December of last year. I'm not sure why, but somehow my account on here has been translated to Spanish. So down here it says, it's in Spanish. But anyway, just ignore that. It says, amazing news, Aqueon has discontinued its 5 under 1 gallon Betta fish aquariums. This confirmation came directly from their company via email. This is a huge step forward and a clear sign that the pet industry is shifting in response to growing awareness about proper Betta fish care. If you signed the petition, raised awareness, or spoke up about these products, thank you for using your voices to stand up for Bettas. These kits are no longer on Aqueon's website. I did a little digging and it is true, they are no longer on Aqueon's website, and I even checked Petco's website and they're not on there. So I am really excited. I am going to show a few more things that I found because I did some digging. There isn't a whole lot of information. I did want to dig just a little bit more into the situation before it was completely resolved, because like I said earlier, there was a petition here that was started in 2023 by Betta World for Bettas. I wanted to read the description of the petition because I just thought it was so good. The issue, it lists all of the products here that were banned or that they were requesting to have banned. And then it says, in the low water volume water, conditions will not be stable because waste and toxins accumulate rapidly and there's no room for adequate heating or filtration. In these tanks, Bettas spend their entire lives in non-stimulating conditions while their owners believe they are providing them with appropriate environments. Aqueon knows better. Aqueon describes the half-gallon Betta Princess kit as ideal for a single Betta. However, Aqueon's own Betta Fish Tank Setup blog post advises against keeping Bettas in tiny unfiltered spaces. In fact, the idea that Betta like these environments comes from a misunderstanding of their biology. In a pinch, they can survive in a less hospitable shallow environment, but they don't prefer tiny spaces. Deceptive Advertising 2018 class action lawsuit. Aqueon and its parent company Central Garden and Pet were faced with a class action lawsuit in 2018 for manufacturing these tanks, and they were alleged to be engaging in deceptive advertising and profiting from faulty merchandise. Aqueon's tagline is, "It's all about the fish." Aqueon continues to ignore fish welfare concerns, misleading customers, and promote harmful Betta fish environments for the sake of profit. Let's remind Aqueon of its goal, doing what is best for the health and well-being of fish and aquatic life. Incredible, standing ovation. Love this. The description is everything. When it was mentioned here that they had a byline, I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna go to Aqueon's website, kind of take a brief look at it, and then just go to the About Us section because I wanted to confirm that. And it is true. Look, it says About Us. It's all about the fish. Developed by true aquatic hobbyists, Aqueon provides a broad array of aquarium solutions to help maintain healthy, life-sustaining aquatic environments. From inception, Aqueon had one goal in mind, doing what is best for the health and well-being of fish and aquatic life. This focus on the little things will make your life easier when keeping an aquarium, and in turn, keep your wet friends happy and healthy, because with the Aqueon brand, it's all about the fish. So there you go. This was and still is their byline. It appears that these tanks were up and running for a very long time. I am inclined to believe that they targeted probably little kids who thought that a little castle tank or a little puzzle piece tank, which by the way, I looked into that one and it looks like you could buy maybe 4 separate ones and literally put them together. Let's just say I am so glad that one has been discontinued. I mean, I'm glad all of them were discontinued, but that one just, no. I am inclined to believe that they knew that this wasn't good. And if they didn't, it's not like they had an excuse to keep these tanks as long as they did, because as far as I know, ever since it came out, people have been contacting them, emailing them, telling them, hey, this is not okay, you really should be taking this down. And it's taken them this long to finally discontinue those tanks. But you know what? At least it was done, and at least it was discontinued. So I do have to give them a little bit of appreciation on that point, although I do believe that they took way too long to do this. Lastly, I want to read off a blog post that was written by Betta World for Bettas. It looks like they have a whole blog or website, so they have some other articles available, but I'm just going to read off this post because this was also about Aqueon discontinuing their tiny tanks. And it looks like this was written in January 8th of this year. So, I mean, when I say it just happened, it's only been maybe a couple months since they were officially discontinued. Aqueon's move to end the tiny tank era by Connor. Discontinued. Betta fish, often marketed as low-maintenance pets, have long been kept in inadequate housing. Aqueon's decision to discontinue its 5 under 1 gallon Betta tank kits marks a positive shift in the pet industry, driven by growing public awareness of proper Betta care and ethical pet keeping standards, the popularity and misrepresentation of Betta fish. The Siamese fighting fish have a history of popularity with pet owners. Known for their attractive colors and low maintenance appeal, Bettas make the seemingly ideal pet. They're commonly sold in small, aesthetically pleasing tanks, giving the false impression of the tank size Bettas prefer. The common Betta myth is that Bettas thrive in cramped spaces. This can be because of their size. In reality, Bettas thrive in a natural habitat and have specific needs to live a happy, healthy life. Aqueon's role in the market. In 2022, a Betta World for Bettas asked Aqueon, one of the leading aquatic retailers, to discontinue selling 5 specific Betta kits under 1 gallon. It's a misleading belief that Bettas can thrive in a tank under 1 gallon and is the perfect targeting opportunity for beginner pet owners to know little about Bettas. The article states, Aqueon is a reputable brand that is knowingly misleading consumers, perpetuating Betta care, misconceptions, and profiting off of merchandise that creates harmful environments for fish. Over 2 years later, the retailer has discontinued selling Betta kits under 1 gallon. Aqueon follows in the footsteps of Petco, PetSmart, Pet Supplies Plus, and Pet Supermarket, which have been moving toward removing under 1 gallon tanks from their inventories, which I do love that. I'm going to finish reading the article, but I did want to put in that honestly, if they are indeed making that movement, all these pet stores, I would absolutely love to see a movement towards keeping Bettas in larger containers than the little cups that they're in. And I would love to see pet stores keep them actively clean as well. I know that the degree of care varies on store because you have the employees and then you have the managers. Some stores, the Bettas will be taken better care of. I know that from personal experience. I've talked to friends and I've seen that that is the case. It just depends on location and the people working there and the people running the store. I would love to see Bettas in larger containers, possibly even tanks, and I would love to see a smaller quantity of them available for sale. There's something about seeing 30, 40, 50 all at once that just gets me, because I know that they're not all going to be bought before at least some of them get sick and die from just being there in the little cups. So, bit of a side tangent, but that's my thought. So let's just continue and finish up this article, which is amazing, by the way. It really is a good read. I enjoy it. Public awareness of Betta care is growing due to increased education through social media, online forums, influencers, and advocates promoting proper fish keeping. Because of this, consumer behavior is evolving. More customers want to see larger tanks and expect aquatic brands to be more ethical. I love this. If you are one of the ones that are doing this, and honestly, just the fact that you're here, I truly believe that you are. Thank you so much for playing a part in what these companies are doing. When people like you and I make smart decisions as far as what we buy, where we spend our money, and the people that we support, we are giving these little guys a chance to have proper care before they make it to our homes. Implications for the pet industry. With these companies reevaluating their products, other animal brands may rethink their stock too. There's an increased focus on animal welfare through design and marketing. This industry-wide impact is a shift towards sustainability, animal welfare, and the potential for long-term change for Bettas. Pet product manufacturers are now becoming more accountable. Aqueon's decision to continue its under 1 gallon Betta kits reflects a pivotal moment in the pet industry, showcasing a growing commitment to animal welfare and responsible pet ownership. As consumers become more informed, the pet industry must continue evolving to prioritize the well-being of animals over convenience and aesthetics. This change benefits pets like Bettas and fosters a more ethical and compassionate society. Aqueon declined to comment on the reason behind removing tanks under 1 gallon. But I think that it is safe to assume why this was done. I think that they were finally getting so much lashback and feedback from people that they just decided to stop. Maybe the lawsuit a couple years ago kind of helped move that along. I really don't know. But I want to give a special thank you to Betta World for Bettas for really heading off this whole thing. I mean, I know that you were not the only one, but you created the petition, you got people to sign, you were writing the emails. It's absolutely incredible. They are continuing to make videos on other products and other things, creating even more awareness. So make sure that you go check that page out. I will leave a link in the description. I hope you enjoyed today's little deep dive. This was actually a lot of fun, and I am honestly so happy that those products were discontinued. Yes, there are more on the market that need to go, so let's do our part and vote with our dollars. Make sure that where you spend your money, if you do have the choice, and most often we do, make sure that where you spend your money is actually taking good care of Bettas. If you have a Betta store or a local pet store near you that does not appear to be taking better care of their fish, sometimes the best thing you can do is leave feedback with the people in the stores. I know that there are so many big box companies that it just seems like your opinion does not matter. But in reality, we are the ones who will either make or break a company because we are the ones funding it with our dollars. So make sure that your dollars go to the things that are giving the best care to Bettas. What an amazing day. I am pumped and I'm so excited that these tanks were discontinued. And even though some of them are still available on Amazon, and other websites, I am happy to announce that it looks like they are low in stock. So maybe they're just trying to get rid of old stock, but they will not be getting any more. They will not be coming back in stock, and they will be slowly phasing out. Feel free to go check out all of the other videos that I have available. There are a lot, and they're all about Betta care, helping you on your journey to provide the best care possible for your fin friend. If you haven't yet, go to the description and check out my free Facebook group, the Betta Fish Forum. We are almost to 2,000 members, and it is growing by the day, so I am very, very excited and would love for you to be a part of that community. And before you go, if you're still here, let me know what you thought about this in the comments. I would love to know your thoughts, feelings, if you ever owned one of the tanks, or if you ever knew somebody who did. And I would love to hear from you what other products you think need to be banned and completely done away with and discontinued. Alright friend, God bless, have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I will see you soon.